Hi, how are you guys? I hope everything is alright. Sorry for my actual not very social activity on the social media, but these days are a little bit stressful because there are a lot of changes and I'm in a huge reading slump at the moment, so I didn't have anything to talk about or to comment, although you will probably see or you have already seen that I'm reading Me Before You, but I'm not quite sure that is actually taking me out of the reading slump. In this case, because I haven't read anything apart from the Iliad, well, apart from the anything new, sorry, from the last wrap up. I only read one book since then. I have decided to show you the books I have bought in these past months. There are only 3, so we have time enough to talk about it. Ready? Okay, let's go. The first book I'm going to show to you, I already read it, and I have read it the last semester for class, but I really like it, so I decided to hold and own my own physical copy. So, you already know I love Shakespeare, don't you? Welcome to the Sonnets of Shakespeare. This is a Spanish edition, very yellow and very shiny. I'm not very fan of the yellow covers, so this is a little bit tricky for me. But I picked it up because, I'm not sure if you can see it, you have in the right, well, I hope you can see it properly. One of the pages is the Spanish translation of the sonnet, and the other one is in English, in the original language. For me, that's very important because I have been flicking through some of these sonnets recently, and I have realized that a lot of them are not well translated, or even that the meaning it doesn't have anything to do with the original meaning. So I really wanted to have the original version of the sonnet written here, although sometimes it drives me a little bit insane because I don't understand some of the forms and words that are not written in that way these days. But I really want to have a copy of the sonnets that I can check out and read in English if I fancy, and also have the copy in Spanish if my parents or any friend that are not so fluent want to read it. So yeah, welcome William to my shelves. In this case, this is published by Anagrama in the very thick and classic collection. It has a really good introduction as well that explains to you how the English sonnet is, because it's different from the Spanish sonnet, which is what I'm more used to read. And also, it tells you about the themes and how themes works and how the sonnets are believed to have changed, or there are different versions of the sonnets actually, and it's quite really interesting introduction. But it's not the only book I have. Hold on. Let's leave that there. This is the next book I want to show to you. This is the Spanish edition, of course. Is the Fallen Kingdom first book of the series by Morgan Rhodes. If you check my Instagram, you already probably see this when I bought it. And I bought it because Sam from Thoughts on Toms, if I don't say it wrong, she is completely in love with this series, and she has a contagious quality of making you feel like you need a book. So here I have my Spanish edition of the Fallen Kingdom series, Volume 1. I haven't started yet. As I said, I'm having a little bit of a reading slump, and I have to read books for class, so I don't want to force myself into having to read so many books, compulsory and non-compulsory. but this is right up my alley when I have a little bit more of free time. In this case, I'm not quite sure about this book because I try to avoid extensive explanations on the plot. But as far as I know, this is a little bit of a in a fantasy world. Three parts of one country have like um, struggles, but it's high fantasy, and Sam recommended. So hi Sam, if you're watching this, I will probably tag you in the video. So sorry, I don't know. I just wanted to say hi and show you my shiny copy, which is really cute because you see the letters. The letters here are a little bit like, I don't know. You can feel it. It's like they're like, I don't know how to explain it in English, but they have like this texture thing that is really good. As you can probably tell, the cover is the same as in the English edition, with the exception of the title, of course. But it's not as big as I thought, and it's not heavy, so I will probably take him out when I finish reading, for example, The Invisible Library, that I'm a little bit also in a reading slump with that one. But I have one more book to show you. This beauty over here, that I hope you can see, is actually the Spanish copy. I don't know how to put this so you can watch it. The Spanish copy of the latest John Le Carré's book, The Night Manager, which in Spanish is called El Infiltrado, which doesn't have anything to do with the original title, but I guess it has to do with the plot. This is the story of, let me check, Jonathan Pine. I hope I'm not butchering his surname either. It's a night manager in a very luxurious hotel, and everything starts from a meeting with a guest that actually has a little bit non-reliable or non... And everything starts with a guest that has something very, very dangerous about him. He's a suspect of something, and he has to deal with him and make him believe that he is trustworthy. And you can probably tell a lot of important figures in the cover, right? I saw this cover and I fell in love with it. Yes, that's Hugh Laurie. And yes, that's Tom Hiddleston, and I love them both. But the main reason why I bought this cover is because it's the cover from the BBC drama inspired in this book. And as you already know, I live in England for a while, and I really like BBC, well, English dramas and English TV shows in general, comedies, dramas, I don't care. But I will tell you a secret. I bought this specific edition published by Booklet in Spanish because this lady over here, which I'm not sure if you can see it, she is Olivia Colman. And who is Olivia Colman, you may say? She is one of the main characters in the TV show or TV series, TV drama, Broadchurch. I adore Broadchurch, and I am a huge fan of this lady that, although I already saw her in a movie, when I discovered Broadchurch, I adore her. So having Olivia Colman in my book is just, it's great. I can fangirl over her acting and her ability to make me cry over and over and over again. But I'm really happy with it. It's very thick, or I consider it very thick. But actually, it's not very heavy. It's very light, and the pages are very, very thin, like very, very easy to carry. I bought this edition as well because I normally like traveling with books on my rucksack, so I think it's better if they are not really huge, heavy hardcover if I'm going to bring them with me. So that's all for today. Have you read any of the books I saw? What do you think about the Fallen Kingdom series? And you explain to me a little bit more of the plot without spoiling anything to me? Have you read or seen The Night Manager? What do you think of it? What do you think of the adaptation? It was great? Also, do you have any specific poem that you really like? I don't know, give me a number so I can reread it and tell you my thoughts. I was going to ask one more thing. Oh, now that I have told you that I actually read or I like bring books with me to out when I go out. Do you know any kind of bag that you can use to protect the books from being damaged inside of the rucksack? I don't know, some kind of a plastic, I'm not sure, plastic bag, bookcase. Which method do you recommend me? Because normally they end up pretty damaged and I hate that. Oh, of course, if you like it and you want to say you like it, thumbs up. And if you want to leave comments, please leave me comments and answer all these questions down below in the comment section. Of course, you can subscribe if you fancy. Goodbye.